drunk with Bud.
Oi, oi!
I wanna get drunk with Bud.
Oi, oi!
We are getting
Drunk with Buds! Oi, oi! Oi, oi!
Welcome, everybody, to Drunk with Buds, a show about trying new beers with some friends and having discussions you would normally have at a bar. As always, we get all of our beer information from the Untapped app. That's
UNTAPPD.
you can now follow the show on there at Drunk with Buds.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all legal ages, Drunk with Buds proudly presents to you its sexy hosts of the week. The Beer Bandit Bruce.
Hey.
The Badass Philly Honer.
Hey.
And me, Blase, the Drunk with Budardians. Shout out to last week's amazing guests, heavy on the heart, wonderful people, so excited to work with them again in the future. If you haven't, please go check that episode out anywhere you get podcasts. Also, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, X, Threads, Facebook. Look for us at Drunk with Buds Podcast. Is that correct, Phil?
Yeah.
Also, Bruce, tell them about becoming a premium subscriber.
Hey, if you love us and you want to help us, buy us a beer. I mean, you buy your bud a beer, right? For $5 once a month. Well, that's what a premium subscriber is. They buy us a beer. We give them a shout out at least once a month. We talk to them and say, hey, yo, whoa, Joe Public, whatever your name is, that's fine.
Joe Public.
And if you go for a full year, we will pick a nice hoodie or a t-shirt or something from our Teespring account and send it to you. You just get, email you, get your, your address and your shirt size and things like that. It's $5 a month. That's it, my friends. That's it. Back to you.
We have a few people on the road to that 12 months, so
That's right.
shout out to them. On this week's episode, we've got 3 beers to try, one from Taxman Brewing, a delicious sour from Upland, and we will finish off with a blueberry cream ale. Honer, what's that fucking first beer, man?
Yeah, man. So I'm really glad you asked me because I'm definitely prepared for this right now. So go ahead and listen to what I got to say. It is Default by Taxman Brewing Company. It's a farmhouse ale. Beer de blah, blah, blah. 7% ABV, 22 IBU. One friend checked it in, 2,900 out of everyone. They gave it a 3.77 out of 5. Taxman Brewing Company is from Bargersville, Indiana.
Woo!
Style Guide says... I thought you were going to say something. Style Guide says, enjoy our autumn rendition of a Bière de Garde, beer to keep, which is traditionally brewed in spring to be tapped at the end of the summer harvest. Default is smooth and spicy, with notes of toasted oak blended with cinnamon and wildflower honey, making it your default choice for the season.
If you're a first-time listener of the show, this is the part where we try our very first beer and give you our first initial thoughts. And then as we go through our segment, we finish the beer and give our review.
8%.
Bruce,
Starting off of
how did that first taste feel? He's still drinking
Well,
one
he
more.
didn't. Yeah, he just had his
He
first
said
taste.
first taste. How about seconds and thirds and fourth?
That's actually, the honey kind of
Yeah.
takes that roast down. At first you get like a big roast, and then that honey kind of mellows that out. And I don't taste the 8% or these 22 IBUs either.
I feel like Val Venus when I drink this. Hello, Taxman.
It's very on par for fall, like they're saying. It's a good
How'd
fall.
you feel?
Hello, baby. No, that shit's good. What are you doing now?
Let's see the dance.
Delicious, actually. So we were doing the lineup. We had 5 beers to choose from. We chose the 3 for this show. We had 6 beers to choose from. We chose the 3 for this show. And this one, the specific Taxman one, was the least excited for me. But after the first initial taste, I do love it.
I will say this is very fallish, and I like that. It's malty, spicy. It's very good. I would say nutmeggy, but couldn't tell you what that even tastes like right now. But that's what the vibes I'm getting from this.
It's probably that oak.
Probably the oak. But
The wildflower honey.
I like the honey though in this.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
That's the only thing sending it home for me. Everything else is whatever. But it does taste like this type of weather type of beer.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's perfect for right now.
I think if you're a fan of the Belgian style amber ale, you're going to like this.
It's like a Belgian and an amber had a baby.
All right, let's get into our first segment of the day.
All right.
Heavy on the heart, yeah. Heavy on the heart, yeah.
Welcome to Pub Talk. And just like that music, apparently Dad Rock is coming back.
What the fuck does that mean?
And it's a scary term that all of a sudden, the songs that I grew up in, the 90s and the 2000s are now kids in their teens are going like, hey, I want to play some classic rock. And they're playing these songs and they're grooving to them. And they don't even realize that like they were the bangers of what me and maybe a little bit of Brian here of the 2000s.
A little bit of me.
Was going like.
You saying like Smash Mouth?
Sure.
R.I.P. man.
Or like even Dangerous Summer in the 2000s, right? So
yeah.
That's dad rock?
Well, what he's saying is like classic rock that was classic rock for us back in the day. So like AC/DC, it would be Dangerous Summer now.
So like Greta Van Fleet.
The fuck is that?
I thought you were talking about like Greta Van Fleet where they actually making like classic hair metal rock.
No. So it's like the rock songs and the popular songs from the mid 90s to the mid 2000s are now considered classic rock to the teenagers.
Yeah.
And they're discovering it and they're like, this is great. And they're just oblivious to the fact that like their dads are the ones who were grooving to it, and then and they're like, this song that you hear it all. My daughter says it all the time when she's playing this song. It's like, oh, that's a great song. She's listening to ICP right now, and she's like, you rocked out. And she did some Limp Bizkit. I was like, okay, and she was like, I'm like, these lyrics, like this is where I grew up,
right? Yeah, because they don't make music like that.
So
anymore,
you're saying basically our music that we used to listen to is now classical music?
Yeah,
yes, classic. But more importantly, it's coming back into fashion as like being awesome. Whereas when I was growing up, the stuff from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, it's good music, but it wasn't like trending. Like you got to go back and listen to this stuff,
It's no different than when we were coming out of high school jamming the Journey, Don't Stop Believing. It's the same thing. It's just the rotation, people discovering.
No, I understand,
songs.
but whatever you guys said did not make sense. So I didn't
Dad
understand.
rock.
I know.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but you're saying it's making a weird comeback. So then I thought it was like they're trying to redo that style.
No.
That's what I was getting.
That's what I was thinking too. But then when Bruce started explaining it, I get what he's saying.
Yeah. So.
And then like AC/DC, Metallica would be grandpa rock.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well, what's it called? It's just like Sleeping with Sirens when they got popular.
Yeah.
And then everybody goes to their concerts just for Kings for a Day, that one song, and then they leave.
I'm ready for dad emo.
I don't want to know which song, if a kid came up, let's say a 14-year-old girl or boy is coming up and they're like, this song is awesome. It's a classic rock or classic song, an oldie that would hurt your heart. Like, you're like, wait, that I don't want to be considered that as oldie. I love that song. Like, where would that line be for you? Like, huh? Someone said the other day to me that they thought the Foo Fighters was, and that hurt a little bit.
Foo Fighters.
Man, I don't know. That's a good question. Because I'm trying to think, like, when I was in high school, what I listened to. Really, it was rap.
Okay.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if someone started blaring 50 Cent and saying, man, listen to this old stuff. I guess that's the same.
Would that hurt?
No, because it is old. I don't know. That's what I'm not there yet, I guess.
There's got to be something. What's something you listen to?
If Haliana came up to you and said, listen to this, I just discovered it, and it was Metro Station.
Maybe if it was like Fireflies, because of how old that song was, or like when it was popular and it became.
What about Shinedown? If someone said Shinedown was classic rock,
I don't really care for Shinedown, so they can call it whatever they want.
Just trying to get bands in those areas.
The fact that
I'm thinking about like Blink-182.
Your daughter said Limp Bizkit. I mean, that's
that one kind of like dang.
Yeah, but I mean, they haven't put out good music for
or
like
if somebody
10 years.
Or if somebody said like Cypress Hill or something like that.
But that's even older.
Well, what if it's somebody that's still putting out good music though? Like,
and they're still relevant.
Well, It's not going to happen. But if someone said that to Taylor Swift, it won't happen because she
was back in the day. Yeah.
But if someone just all of a sudden like that's old, Taylor Swift is oldie music, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because she's still relevant though.
She's going to become like a Janis Joplin.
Yeah. Man, I
Probably
don't know.
Madonna. She kept making music for a long time.
Yeah, but Madonna's more of a sex symbol, and
I guess like Secondhand Serenade, because that still feels like young at heart to me.
Yeah.
But if someone were to come up like Haliana say, "Hey, check out this really old song," right, and it's Half Alive. It's 4 a.m. I'm waking up.
Or if it was like Boys Like Girls.
Yeah, like
My Chemical Romance is now considered old.
that would be another one. Yeah,
That would. Yeah, anything that's like
Check out
Take
this
Back
classic
Sunday,
song,
The
classic
Used,
old rock song.
Senses Fail.
It's just different with Taylor Swift because like she's still putting out relevant.
Well, that's why I
relevant
thought that
albums.
wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But that
Right.
would definitely be a dagger, right? Like if someone said that
Yeah.
I wouldn't care because I still don't care.
about Dance Gavin Dance.
Oh,
They're still relevant.
are they?
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
they're more popular than they have been ever.
Well, what if Haley came and said, "Check out this awesome classic rock song by Dance Gavin Dance"? It was Johnny Craig's version.
They'd be like, "Whoa, how the hell did you hear this?"
Exactly.
Like you're not supposed to hear about this one, but yeah, that'd be cool.
Interesting that the music works like that.
I mean, it happens faster now though with TikTok and shit like that though.
Yeah.
Once you have that one song that hits viral, and then all of a sudden people go back to it like that.
I always told Phil like when you do TikToks to use old songs that the kids haven't heard yet, and maybe one will catch on and it'll go viral because of it.
He's never told me that.
I told him that one time, and he did it
one
once. And yeah.
It's the same time you told us about the DLC.
Yeah.
DLC.
Everybody knows that if you tell me something one time, I'm not gonna remember it.
No, I'm just saying I remember it.
Okay, well you're the one that said it, so
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying.
All right, we're getting off track. Now you're just arguing with each other.
There's-
And what you probably did a lot when you guys were outdoors in the wintertime doing some fun events and things. What kind of stuff did you guys ever do outdoors in the wintertime that was your favorite?
sledding.
Yeah.
Ice skating.
Did you,
I've only
I
gone-
don't know. Have you ever ice skated?
No, I've never. Ice
I didn't
skated.
think
I've only
so.
gone once and I did not like it.
I don't get the fun of it.
The fun is that if you know how to ice skate, it's great.
Well, you used to
But
play
if
hockey.
but if you the from going from not being able to do it to being good enough that it becomes fun, it's work. It's work.
Right. Yeah.
But sledding, tubing, down, big hills and stuff like. Would you rather tube or would you rather were a sled person?
I was definitely a sled person. I don't think I've ever gone down some slopes on what is it?
The big
A
inner
tube.
tubes, the tubes.
Yeah, I've always done sleds.
Wow, we have
Yeah.
like some
But
big tubing parks right here in this area.
I mean, sledding's fun, and then you go down like 3 times, and I'm just done.
Yeah,
Like,
because then you
yeah.
got to climb back up,
And
and
it's
it's
cold.
like, all right,
and
yeah, I'm good.
just like, let's go.
Yeah, I've never gone snowboarding or skiing. I can see how it's fun.
What about snowball fights?
You gotta
Never.
watch out for the yellow ones.
Nah.
Brian
Especially
catches
when-
them.
I don't know, Brian. Were you there when we used to have like a couple big snowball fights at work?
No, that was not me.
They would break out and people would be vicious.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really been in a
Picked up
snowball
rocks,
fight.
rocks on the fucking parking lot.
That's
I've never been in one really. I mean, you grab one and you toss it at someone.
Pick up
then
a-
you guys giggle and then it's over.
Yeah, pick up a tire, cover it with snow, throw it at someone.
But I am not ready for the snow. I fucking hate it.
What about
It's
the
all right.
enjoyment that your daughter's going to get when she's going
See
into,
snow.
and then when she's getting old enough to be in a little snowsuit and playing out in the snow and making snowmen?
Then he's
Did you
gonna
guys used to
start
make
loving
snowmen as kids?
No,
Yeah, I
don't think
have
so.
before.
I mean, at my friends, like they would build one and I just watch them.
Who's that kid in the corner just watching?
I was eating the carrots. But no, I mean, yeah, I guess I am looking forward to that with my daughter. Just do something fun with her.
I mean, there's not really a lot of outdoor things to do except for like me and my fiance. We like to go watch the winter lights and stuff. Go drive
Mhm.
through it.
That's
This
good.
year we want to take the cats to go watch. Like have them in the car and let them check it out.
Did you guys see the train?
No,
No.
I heard it lasted like 2 minutes.
It went through Walkerton, I believe.
Yeah, and it lasted like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But there was another time like a winter thing that happened. Me and my buddy were like drunk as hell, and it was like years ago, and we ran around his pool in our boxers, and then he like kind of did like a snow angel. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing?
You guys ever get like crazy and like grab a rope off the back of a truck and take the
Oh, no.
sled, the
No.
saucers on the streets and stuff?
I may be from Indiana, but I ain't no redneck boy.
It was on streets, not dirt roads.
I've always hated the snow.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I
I'll
love
say
snow.
I'll say I started to like snow once I was able to actually afford clothes to be in it.
Okay.
When I was younger or in college, man, I could not. I had like the thinnest jackets. I didn't have anything, so like I felt like, man, fuck this. And then now, like me and Morgan have gone out to like Chicago and stuff, and we've worn actual clothes to fucking keep ourselves warm. And I was like, this ain't too bad actually. Being out in the snow, it's kind of serene.
Bonfires in snow is pretty fun too, because you get that level of warmth right there, and you're drinking, you're eating fun stuff, and you got the big fire roasting.
Or hot tubs.
Yeah, hot tubs.
That's when
the two things clashing.
yeah, that's where the weekend that I proposed to Morgan. That's where we had a hot tub, and we were just in it, and like there's snow all around us, but there's obviously a little cover above us. But it was just like, oh hell yeah, it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I could like stay inside and look out the window at it by a campfire. That's nice with hot chocolate or eggnog.
Ooh,
that'd be nice.
Warm cider.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say last year we went to the Wrigley Field for their Winter Fest that they do, and it was absolutely miserable.
It's windy. It's
it
windy
like,
city.
It was like 2 degrees, and everyone's
windy?
trying to do rides. All the kids were trying to do rides and activities and games and stuff, and I'm just freaking freezing my balls off.
Speaking of Chicago, I got a message from Romeo and Juliet. They listened to one of our podcast episodes where we were talking about drinking games, our top shelves, of that.
Yeah.
Which one did they have, you think they have never heard of and now want to do on their housewarming party that we are invited to?
Oh, snap.
I feel like it's probably beer pong.
Okay.
No way. They've had to have done that.
I
bet it's one of my board games.
You said, what would we be surprised?
I bet it's
I would
one
be
of my...
Okay, but which one do you think it is, though?
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think it
we'll
is?
say...
Okay, so that's your guess. My guess is going to be one of my board games that I talked about.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Well,
It's wrong, but it's a good guess.
Oh.
Nobody's played that.
Well, then I'm going to say Flippy Cup.
The answer is my music. You bring 5 songs and for the whole party for the whole time.
Okay, yeah.
That one is
And
cool.
they said they love it. They're gonna all their invitees are gonna ask for the songs ahead of time so they can have the list already going. So I mean,
okay, that's cool.
As soon as he listened to it, he texted me. He said it was like he got to that part and then boom, he sent a text saying, "I'm totally stealing that for the housewarming party."
That's awesome. Romeo, what's up, man?
Like he's on the phone right now.
Well, obviously he listens, so shouts out. Thanks for listening. And
yeah, they're gonna be moving in, but they want to get their house all situated, and then they'll have the party. So it probably will be spring.
Yeah, you don't want to have the party when you're moving in.
yeah,
Why would you do that?
because then I'm not going to help you.
Right.
What am I going to do? Where am I going to put this?
Okay.
Yeah, probably. But shout out to them. Great episode. Go check that one out. They are awesome. Awesome dudes.
What do you guys think of this beer?
What do you think of it, Phil?
So what I think of it is it's pretty good for a Belgian. If I was drinking this any other time, I probably would not like it as much. But with that said, the honey is really good. That's what's saving it a lot for me. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3.75.
Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3.5. I think it's average. I think at first I liked the taste. I was like, okay, I can fuck with this. But then the more I drink it, I'm just like, I'm kind of over it.
The aftertaste is what kind of gets me.
I am glad it's a 12-ounce can.
That's how all Belgian-style amber ales are for me, though. It's like, okay, this is a nice little different taste. And then the more I drink it, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting bored of it. But it's still average. It's still pretty good. 3.5.
I'm giving it a 3.5, but I'm not calling it average, especially since, averages is in the 2s. I'm going to call it good. I couldn't have more than one can or one drink at the bar with it. I would order it at a bar. Would you guys ever order at a bar? If it's in the fall season, I might grab one.
Let's say, okay, here's a scenario.
Yes, please. Scenario.
So let's say it's snowing out.
Okay.
It
is.
And then we're in one of those igloo things.
Okay.
And it's like, just the season, that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would probably take a malty beverage in that moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I would order it. Like if I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to try. I need that kind of caramely, malty taste. I'd probably order this one.
Yeah, I got to say, if I'm inside and it's kind of warm, I don't really care for it. But if I feel like a slight breeze, like right now, my legs are kind of cold, chilly.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it a little bit more because I feel like it's warming me up.
I will say that honey saves it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I think it would be too strong of a taste if it wasn't for that honey coming in.
Absolutely.
I'm not buying a 6-pack, but I will order a pint. All right, now let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Looking for a cool craft beer bar? Hop Station Craft Bar has over 30 rotating taps and hundreds of bottles and cans to enjoy. They also do can purchases for carryout. Not a fan of beer? Well, you're in luck because they have a unique cocktail menu as well. So come enjoy the arcade games, dart boards, and the pool table. Oh, did we forget to mention the food? Whether you want street tacos or delicious pizza, you can't go wrong. With the outdoor patio, it won't be hard for you to find the perfect spot to relax. So head down to Hop Station, the #1 craft beer bar in Indiana. You'll find them on 318 Union Street, Mishawaka, Indiana.
Hey, I'm a desperado. You feeling little desperate? I'ma come after you and split yo wrists.
Chili.
This chili making me kind of warm, kind of really fizzy inside my body.
Yo. This kind of reminds me of National Lampoon Loaded Weapon 1. Like the 80s vibe.
Emilio Estevez came out in the 90s.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah, man, I wish I was in it to win it, to get the shit up in it and spin it, and I'm doing this shit. I'm dipping and ripping and flipping and shipping and doing that shit like two tones. Hey.
187.
That scene where they're kissing and like both their feet go up.
Much higher, Cosmic, GTA San Andreas, no copyright music on YouTube.
Extension by Upland Brewery. Sour fruited, 7.2% ABV, 0 IBUs, 521 check-ins with a 4.01 rating. That's pretty good. It is a collaboration with a beer company that we just had, Taxman Brewing Company. This is, like I said, it's a sour fruited. The style guide says this collaboration began as a shared vision, a passion for Belgian ales, love of the Midwest, and commitment to sustainability brought us together with our friends at Taxman Brewery to make Extension. So they're friends. To bring it to life, we brewed Taxman's Triple, a swaggery Belgian-style ale. I don't know if I like that one. With orange zest, coriander, and lemon, in Upland's Wood Shop Sour Brewery. After the primary fermentation in our, I don't know how to say that, Foudre, it aged it in our barrels for 6 months. Next, we blended it with 18-month age basis, resulting in a dry, fruity ale with low tartness and subtle spice character. We imagine it's what Liquid Ghost tastes like. Liquid Gold tastes like. What do you guys think?
I don't know about little tartness. It's got like a quick punch in your face. It's very oaky, so if they put it in some barrels, I can taste it. It's very interesting. Not bad, not in the least, but like I don't get the like. It's almost got no flavor to me. It's just like that little one note of whoop, and then oak.
Yeah, it just seems like it's just a sour drink, but it has like no flavor to me. It's just
like no fruit.
Yeah, it's just
it's just a sour. It's the sour yeast, and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
With a little bit of oak.
yeah.
It's not bad tasting, but like I wouldn't be right now as I'm drinking it. I wouldn't be going like, yeah, let's get another bottle of this.
Yeah, no way.
Anything barrel aged, I'm not really going to be a fan of, and that's the case with this one.
Yeah, that's usually how I am too. When I see barrel age, it's like, oh, I don't like that, because you taste the barrel, bro, every single time, and I don't like that.
I mean, like wines and bourbons and
It's not bad.
whiskeys are all barrel aged just because that's how they have to be made.
Yeah, I don't like all that.
It's not bad. Just the back end, you can taste that barrel, which is the point.
Yeah.
That's what people who choose this beer. That's why they want it, because it's barrel aged. So
I think it would be.
I think if you like barrel aged beers, you're gonna like this a lot.
I just wish I tasted any fruit.
yeah.
Then I can get over. Then I get over it. Like then I
You get
I
lemon?
get the zest that they're talking about, but that's not actual fruit. That's the rind. So if you didn't know that, a zest is just the outside of the fruit that's just been crumbed up into your stuff.
I do get the lemon, and there's a little bit of orange for me as well.
I don't taste the orange.
Coriander, that's just salt.
No, that's a spice,
Oh, I get that too.
but it's definitely not mochito.
Moschino. All right, let's move on to our next segment, Top Shelf.
Yeah.
Top Shelf, we're doing top 3 vacation locations. Phil, what's your first one?
My first one.
Number one overall. We're going right off the
Yeah, I
bat.
know,
Or are we
right?
going 3-2? 3-2-1.
You could do it however you guys want to do it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say number 3, which is probably Ireland or something like that. Something with like hills. I can't think if it's like Scotland or Ireland.
Both of them have hills.
Just
but
kinda like-
Scotland's more mountainous than
Okay.
Ireland is.
Just kind of like I just like the rolly hills and how you see like movies like Shaun of the Dead and stuff like that. You kind of see like the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Bruce, what about you?
My number 3 would be a perfect timing where the Royal Rumble is at Chicago. Would like that to be a vacation destination for
What
me.
is that? Chicago?
Yeah, so Chicago.
But Chicago, me going to the Royal Rumble. That's ideal vacation thing.
thought you
I'm
said
going to the
WrestleMania.
Royal. No, I said Royal Rumble.
That's
Oh.
yeah. I get where you're doing with this. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's do number 3. Hood River, Oregon. I miss it. It's one of my favorite places of all time. I would definitely go back there. It's off a river, off a mountain, Mount Hood. My brother lives out there. The lifestyle out there is pretty fun. You know, you can grab a beer and walk outside with it as long as it's not a bottle. You can just walk the entire city with a beer in your hand. Yeah. The night scene's pretty cool. Great sushi bars. We went, remember? Me, you, Brandy, and
Oh yeah, and Imelda got mad at me because I ate
all the
most of that,
sushi.
and I didn't pay for it.
Yeah,
But I
that's
thought
typical.
everybody fucking paid.
Yeah.
And I was riding on my mom's coattails on that one. So I was
ton
like,
of
hell
ton
yeah.
of breweries out there, like, and you can either go kiting in the river, or you can drive 40 minutes and go skiing off the mountain.
Remember, I jumped into the water.
Yeah, you can
Off
go.
the
You can go
bridge?
cliff diving too there.
I hit my foot on the side of the mountain.
You almost died. But that's one of my favorite
Darn.
vacation spots of all time. Haven't been there in like 4 or 5 years. I definitely want to go again. But that's my 3rd. Phil, what about number 2?
Number 2 would have to be Oktoberfest in Germany somewhere.
Ooh, good.
I've always wanted to like be there in that moment. I always see like rooms filled and everybody just getting drunk as fuck. I want to be there.
You just want to be there, don't you?
Be there. That's a good one, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
My number 2 is going to be at a Pacific island. So like the white sandy beach, blue or blue-green ocean. But I want like my villa to be one of those, you know, like where the deck goes out to the house that's on top of the water and it's all that kind of stuff. But you still have the breeze coming in. So it's hot, but the breeze is so strong that like you're not overheating yourself and you're in a hammock, laid back, drink some drinks, and not a care in the world.
Relaxing. I like it. Number 2 would be I would love to go to the Ali Pali in the UK
Watch some darts.
and watch the World Championship of Darts. All 3 weeks that it's on.
Okay.
God,
Spending some time in England. All right.
That would be a dream to watch that. And if I have to go for just a week, it'd probably be the finals then.
Well, of course, that's probably
Front
gonna
row
be like,
seats, right? So you can actually see what's going on.
That's
Yeah.
probably gonna be like 5,000 pounds.
Yeah, probably. And then they get drunk at noon, last till the night.
Do the people playing drink or no?
Sometimes it's up to them, really.
There was an article by this dude, I forget his name, but he's a former professional, and he said, "Don't let them fool you. Everybody drinks before they go on stage." So I'm sure there's people that aren't getting hammered, but they're having at least 1 or 2.
To steady their
Because
nerves.
I've seen that
Exactly.
little table they have to the side where their little stuff is. Some of them have a drink on there.
Yeah, that's water. They can't have
Some
alcohol.
dirty looking
They're not allowed to
water.
drink on TV. How about that?
Well, that's
the
why it's
PDC
off to
doesn't
the
let.
side.
Yeah, the PDC they'd get fined or kicked off. But people they are allowed to drink off camera. What was I gonna say though? Like for me, last night I started playing darts and I was awful when I first started. I had 2 beers and the edge was off. I was hitting everything I wanted. So I get people wanting to drink before a big game.
Well, what if you were up there? Would you drink 2 beers before the game?
Absolutely. Yeah. 'Cause I think that's just
You
part
don't
of
think
darts
your brother
culture.
would crumble under the pressure of being on TV and all
Yeah,
these
he would.
professionals around?
I rise above pressure.
I think the first dart would hit
how you make diamonds.
fucking cloth behind the ball.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even hit the
That's how you
board.
make diamonds, man. Pressure.
Throwing it into
But
the.
I know he doesn't even like people walking behind him.
What
when
about the
he's
steel
playing.
tip? Are you going to be ready for steel tip?
you're
there?
not supposed to do that in PDC.
Yeah, but I'm saying like people are just staring at you guys playing.
That's fine.
Nobody
Look at
ever watches you that much. That many people.
And I'll be calling you a bloody Yankee and a wanker because you're from.
Yeah. Well, when I win the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
But Phil, what about your number one?
Yeah, so I would have to say that it'd probably have to be like what's a big thing in Tokyo? Like I just want to visit Tokyo.
Probably the Nintendo
But like,
Con.
what would you say? Yeah, like what was there? Would there be like a special
I'm
convention?
sure there's like an anime.
I'm
con
thinking
or
like an
something
anime
that, too.
con or something like that, or something. Just something, man. I want to go to Tokyo, but if I had to have a reason to go there, I don't really need one. But if there was something big going on, I would like to have that moment going on when I'm there.
Okay.
Because I've seen, I mean, I don't know. I always see like these shows where they have like midnight diners and stuff like that, and I'm like, ooh, that would be cool to hang out too. When everybody's like on third shift and they're or just got off work or whatever the fuck, and they stay open so people can come eat. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Shit like that. I've always wanted to see like their neon cities too that they got going on.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite.
Bruce, what about you?
Number one is going to Greece. I want to go all parts of it. The islands with the the
John Travolta.
blue stuff, the blue ceilings of the houses and the white stuff, all the way to the old the ruins and seeing all the history and soaking it all up. Spent a whole month there. Just enjoying the food too. I love some Greek food. I like American style Greek food and real Greek food too. So. I think it'd be great. Me and my wife go and just enjoy it. No kids, just soak up the atmosphere, the people, the food, and the history. Number one.
Hell yeah. I've already said my number one. I'll say it again. WrestleMania. Preferably in a city that I've never really been to. So, I don't know.
L.A.
Yeah, maybe. I just feel like LA's not a destination I've ever really wanted to go to.
Have you been in New York?
I have not been to New York. New York would be cool.
Okay, MSG then, right?
Yeah.
Or East Rutherford for the football field.
New Jersey?
Everyone's outside, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other venues
Not in New
that
York.
are huge, big ones. Huge,
Not for
big ones.
WrestleMania, they wouldn't do.
Notre Dame venue. Yeah. Well, WrestleMania has always been a top thing. If I'm ever gonna go to WrestleMania, I don't want the nosebleeds.
What about this is
It
a
would
dream,
have to be.
right? So you get the best seats.
Right.
Well,
So
Dallas, Texas, go to where the Cowboys play. They have
Been there.
WrestleMania there. You been there?
been to Dallas, but I want to be either front row or like up a little bit. I don't want to be nosebleeds. My honorable mention is the Eras Tour. Taylor Swift.
You could just go to the theater. For
Yeah,
that,
you
right?
can still see that.
Yeah, but live though
So we're doing honorable mention. Okay.
in Indianapolis.
Yeah, what's yours, Bruce?
I guess my honorable mention is going to be the same as you. I'd love to go to Bavaria or parts of Germany during Oktoberfest.
It would be awesome.
It would be fun.
Yeah. Honorable mention.
Let's see. Honorable mention.
Oh, why he's
Probably. Well, no, probably. What's that? Italy with all the canals.
Venice.
Venice. I'd love to go there.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
That'd be cool. It's just like that's not a GTA
Oh,
location, ain't it?
No,
No.
it's never going to
Venice.
Europe.
Venice.
You think of like Venice Beach or some shit?
Oh yeah.
That's in San Andreas, right?
Speaking of beaches, what do you guys think about this beer?
I'll go first. It's okay. It's better than average. I just wished I got more of any fruit. Is there notes of it? Sure. But I need something else to balance out that oak at the end. It's got a nice tartness to it. It's definitely drinkable. I wouldn't turn it down if someone gave me one, at the bar or
Yeah.
something like that. But I'm going to give it a 3. It's good. That's it. Not much to talk about it. It's better than average, though. So it's
Yeah.
just good. It's a 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this one definitely is for one of those people that like, they're like classy and they want like a classy sour, or like, see, it feels like it's a little bit more expensive, like where it's like high class, because barrely aged.
Mm-hmm.
It
Comes
literally
in
has
a single bottle.
Yeah, it literally has no flavor. I feel like it's for somebody that's pouring and just to sip and just have a decent night. Like they're reading a book or some shit or enjoying some steak or whatever. It's kind of like a wine to me, but not like the wine notes, but just that's how I see it presented is a wine. But yeah, it's decent. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3 also. I probably would not want to drink this again.
I think I enjoyed it more than you guys then. I gave it a 3.75. I think I did taste the lemon. I did taste a little bit of that orange. The barrel age, the barrel is what always ruins it for me, and that's why it's not better. I think if it didn't have the barrel age in it, it'd be a little bit better, but it's not bad. It still tastes good, I think. I think there is flavor to it.
I will give them credit that they took a Belgian and a sour and kind of put them together. So that's something different.
Yeah, it's very, what's the word?
Creative.
Experimental.
Yeah, experimental. Creative. Yeah, those are good words. But overall, I enjoyed it. 3.75, close to a 4. I think had there been no barrel age, it might be like a 4.25 for me. But still, delicious. I'd probably have another one. All right, let's hear from our other sponsor, Niles.
Do you want to find a hidden gem in the Midwest craft beer scene? If so, your search is over. The Niles Brewing Company is a nano brewery that produces some of the finest craft beer in the Midwest, with several award-winning brews and more to come, thanks to the expertise of master brewer Brandon Townsley. Be sure to check Facebook and Instagram for updates on upcoming events. On Sundays, you can enjoy a delectable brunch collaborated with Jim's Smokin' Cafe from noon to 2 p.m., accompanied by mimosa and Bloody Mary flight specials all day long. The brewery is located in Niles, Michigan, which features a social district downtown where patrons can enjoy their drinks outside on the sidewalk of Niles. For those seeking exceptional food, outstanding beers, and events that offer great company and entertainment, Niles Brewing Company is located at 206 East Main Street, Niles, Michigan, 49120. It is the ideal destination.
Hey, I'm eating a whitefish salad. Whitefish salad. Whitefish salad. Watching Betty Boop knock on her little boot. Hey, just chilling, watching everything. Yeah, smoking on some dope like I'm fucking Snoop Dogg. Hey, now I'm chilling on top of this roof, dog. Hey, I'm just chilling. I'm just fucking chilling. I'm eating a whitefish salad and I'm just chilling. Smoking on some dope shit. Now you hear this dope shit. Now you're gonna rhyme this with whatever I say.
Whatever he say.
Whitefish salad, Letitia. Trap 2021. No copyright music. No copyright music on YouTube.
All right, welcome back. Bruce, hit us with the next beer.
Blueberry Cream Ale from Sheboygan Brewing Company. 5.6 ABV, 14 listed IBUs. There's been 9,200 check-ins for an average score of 3.67. Sheboygan Brewing Company is a microbrewery in Sheboygan, MI. Where is that, Honer?
Michigan.
That is right. The style guide says, a light-bodied ale, brewed with lactose sugar and fermented over blueberries. Fresh fruit aroma bursts from this deliciously creamy brew. You should taste creamy, light, smooth, sweet, and subtle.
I do not like the smell going in.
Yeah, the smell definitely is gross.
It smells like blueberries to me. So
It smells like old cheese.
Yeah, it did not smell good.
Why does it smell like that?
this is not bad. It helps. I think it helps me over that last beer.
I don't know.
I'm not saying this is going to be like a wonderful choice. It's not bold. It's easy to drink.
It's definitely light bodied. There's like no body to this.
Light body, summer. This is a summer beer.
I need more flavor. It's
Yeah,
not-
there's barely
not
any
hitting.
blueberry. There's barely any. There's barely any, man.
Man,
don't know.
I can taste it.
I don't know if I like this.
Mm.
This might be the worst one today.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, Phil, what do you think?
I have to agree with you. I'm really hoping that as I start drinking it more, like a little bit halfway down, it's good. But honestly, it might be the fact that we had that sour, and it might be taking over the
Your taste
the
buds?
palate. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I still kind of get the sour mixing it with it.
Well, we're not going to listen to your brother in the next couple of minutes. So if you want to go like get a moose bouche and clean out your palate, you can.
I'm clean now.
He was unclean, folks.
All right, let's get into our very first segment. Actually, this is the very first time we're gonna have this segment. It's called Odd News. Odd News of the Week. This is an article by Liliana Salgado. This was written in April 16th, 2023 at 4:09 a.m. updated 8 months ago. This is a science article.
Ooh.
And the reason I chose this one, Phil, I feel like we've had this discussion many of a times, but we'll see if you like it.
I'm listening.
Dead birds get new life. New Mexico researchers develop taxidermy bird drones.
So they put a drone inside of a bird, and then they fly the bird around.
So
Yes, they do.
They've probably already been doing that because birds are fake, and they're actually government already.
Exactly why I chose this article, because I
'Cause
knew
they're-
Phil would go insane.
They are government created machines to spy on us.
So what are you eating at Thanksgiving? Are you not eating a turkey, which is a bird?
No, I'm eating a ham, which is a pig.
This
Okay.
is out of Socorro, New Mexico. A team at the New Mexico Institute of
Or is
Mining and
it?
Technology in Socorro is taking birds that have been preserved through taxidermy and converting them into drones in order to study flight. That's it. That's all. Just a study
That's it.
flight.
That's
Wait,
you know?
study that doesn't help on flight study because the drone is doing the flying, not the dead bird. So you're only learning how well a drone flies with shit on it.
So basically, they're playing God for no reason. They're just having fun.
No,
Doctor,
they're not even doing that. Like they're not even doing necromancy because they're not bringing the thing back to life. They're just sticking mechanics in it and then shooting it out and flying it around.
That's like sticking yourself in something and just like moving it around and like calling it science.
So tell me, like, would you give your
It's no
body
different than
for
Viagra.
science? Some guy just sued he gave his mother's body for science, and the place that took
Made
it,
a robot.
the university, then sold it to the government, and the government put it out and blew it up. And now he's suing them because he gave it to science, not to see how well a body withstands a blast.
They blew
You
up
gotta-
his
They
mom's
blew up his
body.
mom's
There's a-
body.
you got to read the fine print when you do that shit.
That's just like in South Park when they didn't read the fine print and he became a human centipede to turn on a iPad and they were all connected like a human centipede.
Can't go an episode without a South Park reference.
You
So,
cannot because literally South Park is connected to everything.
Connected everything, like the Simpsons, right? Simpsons did it.
But none of us brought up The Simpsons. So
No one ever does.
well, anyway, so no, what I was gonna say is no, not all birds, dog. Like not turkeys, but like birds.
Are they dinosaurs?
Are they?
Well, a lot of people think.
Have
they're
you
not.
seen that big ass bird that looks like a fucking dinosaur with a big ass beak? It's taller than us.
No, they're saying Tyrannosaurus Rex's little arms aren't. They're not supposed to be like this. They're supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be
Like a chicken.
because they're turned. They put the bones around. It's supposed to be like a little wings that, like a vestigial.
Oh,
wing.
like it had a wings.
Like they were wings that they couldn't get rid of evolution yet. Like when they were smaller, they would fly, but as they got bigger, kind of like the ostrich, its wings can't do anything anymore. So it was the same deal.
Oh, like it was. It used to have wings, but then it just.
It's just like like some people still have a tiny little tail, so it's just left over in the DNA.
Imagine Jurassic Park though. You got that fucking T-Rex running at you. It's like.
Honestly, that might be scarier. It's this big fucking.
That'd be wild.
But if you can get it to fall down, it'd be hard to get up, right? Because now it doesn't
So
have
they can't-
doesn't
yeah.
have arms to at least help it roll.
Yeah, it literally cannot get up. All right, brother. What were you saying?
Earlier, Bruce had asked a question like, how does that help them study flight? Dr. Mustafa Hassan Alayan, a mechanical engineering professor who is leading the project, had found the artificial mechanical birds had not given the results he was looking for.
Of course not. He's a lion.
Taxidermy bird drones currently being tested in a purpose-built cage at the university can be used to understand better the formation and flight patterns of flocks. That in turn can be applied to the aviation industry, said Hassan Aliyan.
Okay, so now to me it sounds like he's getting these drone birds and putting them with real birds, and they're infiltrating flocks to watch other birds. So it's just spyware. The drones aren't doing any testing. They're just being a fly on the wall of
With
other
another
birds.
bird, yeah. If we learn how these birds manage energy between themselves, we can apply that into the future aviation industry to save more energy and save more fuel.
Did you guys ever hear what the Japanese did for the subway systems? They put a map down in this like petri dish of like all the cities, roads, and the hot spots of where things need to be. Like most people go, and they put food in it, and then they put a slime ooze in there, and the slime ooze over time always finds the most direct way, and that's where they put their tunnels for the subways to make it the most efficient possible, naturally efficient. It's pretty interesting if you think that they use slime ooze to.
And that's why Americans are dumb.
So that's something that's going on in the world.
Well, that reminds me. So did you guys?
So next time you see a bird, there might be a drone in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not spying on you. It's just trying to fly with the other birds.
No, not that one. That one has a drone in it, but the other ones have the CIA cameras on you.
Yeah.
Bird eye view, brothers. All right. So what do you got? They got you guys watched that new movie by the Obamas
No.
and somebody other the world leaving the world behind or whatever with Julia Roberts?
Nope.
You didn't watch that one yet? It's on Netflix.
Nope.
Well, people are saying that it kind of seems more like a message and not like a fucking movie. The movie sucked. I'll be honest. Did not like it. It was all this tension, all this shit that kind of was just like give you little answers. And it was like, really? That's what your answer is to this big moment that happened? It's like, all right, whatever. And then at the end, it just ends with the stupidest thing. And it literally just cuts off. It's one of those.
Okay.
It just has no, it doesn't, it's not satisfying.
So it's kind of like Don't Look Up. I didn't really like that movie, and it
I
got
did like
so
that one,
much
though.
like praise.
I did like that one. But this one was more like, it didn't show you any of the apocalypse shit going on. It kind of just told you they're all guessing what it was. They didn't know anything. But then it kind of just seems like, it just seemed like a message that could happen. Like, basically what it is you can destroy a country from within by having everybody else turn on each other and shit like that. So people are like, maybe this is them trying to tell us what our actual apocalypse will be like. You know what I mean? Because they cut out cut phones, internet, anything, and then you think there's somebody behind it, but it's basically just to try to get the country to destroy itself by going to war with itself, like a civil war.
Okay.
But they barely showed you any of the civil war. They just showed you.
So they just want to scare you, but without giving you details to make you really scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was very lackluster. But what was luster, I guess.
Scotty doesn't know?
I watched, I know this is not, I guess, whatever, this isn't a Christmas theme show. I watched The Exorcist.
Oh, the original 1971?
The Believer first. I watched the new one first. I did like it, though. It was fun. It was cool. And then I watched The Exorcist, the original. And that one I did not realize is as vulgar as it is. Morgan even told me it was going to be vulgar, and I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. I can handle that, whatever. But all the shit that Demon was doing, I was like, I did not realize they actually did this in the movie. I thought it was just a Scream movie, or the scary movie.
Yeah.
How they
they kind of played with it.
Yeah, I thought they were exaggerating.
I was like a little girl, dude.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
That movie is no longer scary to me, but I can imagine how it scared people back in the 70s when it came out, like how it's listed as one of the scary. But what I still got kind of a chill because the music is very great to get setting the move. Like I can hear that, like that little piano beat. I'm like, fuck
the theme song. Yeah. But I mean, that's what one of our followers on Twitter said, or X. He said, it's not that scary anymore because we're all desensitized to horror movies by now.
Yeah.
But then when you watch it and you try to think of how that opening night was the first week, I'm like, bro, I can imagine people were probably dipping the fuck out or like whatever because it was so fucked up.
People used to be scared of the Jaws movies, like the first one. Like it scared the fuck out of people. And like the opening scene when that girl's naked, in the water, and she gets pulled under and stuff, it scared the fuck out of people. And like the actress was really screaming because they had a rope on her ankle and they were pulling it, and it dislocated her leg.
Oh.
And that's real crying and owls on the camera on that thing.
Brian, have you ever seen The Exorcist?
Just with my eyes closed.
So that's kind of how
You heard it.
So like there's a part, I know if you guys have watched it out there, it's fucked up because the girl in it was like 14 years old or whatever. And they had her doing some weird shit. There's a cross that went where it shouldn't have. She put the mom's face where she shouldn't have. She kept telling the priest to fuck her.
I do remember that.
And it's wild.
You heard it.
But yeah, that movie's crazy. I probably won't watch it again, but
It's disturbing.
I could see why they didn't kind of reboot it.
They did a couple times.
But I mean, like on this, the recent one, I guess.
Oh, well,
They didn't say shit like that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Like all the reboots or like sequels and stuff are like,
Watered down.
let's go back in time, like the origin of that demon and stuff like that.
Oh, they really on the other ones? The
Yeah.
Exorcist ones?
This next article was written by Ben Hooper from UPI.com, posted November 30th. A Florida man has amassed a collection of 2,467 copies of 1997 film Titanic on VHS, and he is aiming for 1 million. The Largo area man, identified as JD or Titanic Fan 97 on YouTube, said he scours thrift stores, flea markets, and garage sales for VHS copies of the James Cameron film, and social media followers have mailed him tapes from all over the world.
And if that movie was so long on VHS, a VHS copy is actually two tapes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Beginning of the second tape. If anybody knows.
What, the paint scene? Is that what it is, really?
Yeah, I believe so. When I was a kid, yeah.
You
can't
always
escape.
watch that tape.
You can't escape this movie.
Second
Everyone
tape's
had
always worn out, is what you're saying, from rewinding too much.
Yeah. You can't escape this movie. Everyone had it. Your grandma had it. Your mom, your dad, whoever. Someone in your family had this movie. JD told WFTS TV. JD said he is aiming to gather 1 million copies and earns an unsinkable world record for the largest collection of Titanic VHS tapes. I go to sleep thinking about Titanic, and I wake up thinking about Titanic, JD said. JD's collection extends beyond VHS copies of the film. We also have the world's largest collection of Titanic, the soundtrack, on CD. JD said, Ripley's Believe It or Not took me in, and I will be in the next book.
Nice.
JD is asking anyone, so any of our listeners out there, if you have a spare VHS copy of Titanic, please mail it to him at P.O. Box 5355, Largo, Florida 33779.
Okay.
Yeah. My question.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Do you guys have any collections that, like, what is the thing that you collect the most? Do you have any?
You have something. Okay. So
Yeah.
yes.
What do you collect? And like, what is the big one? I mean, I collect multiple things, but
You collect board games.
there's other stuff I collect. But yeah, what do you guys collect?
A crap ton of magic cards. I barely ever use them.
Which, by the way, Post Malone just bought the $2 million.
Not just. Don't use the word just.
No, he did
That's
that a
like
while
6
ago.
months ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. And it was the One Ring.
One Ring.
Yeah.
Literally the only copy.
101 of that special version of it.
Yeah. So
Well, I would say Magic was a big one. But I don't really collect them. I just like getting them as headphones, earbuds, just because I like to make sure that I get my shit updated, so I always have the best sound.
I used to collect comic books. I still have a bunch, but not as much as I used to.
I was gonna say, Phil, you collect digital video games.
Do I?
Do you have like 300?
Oh my god! Why are you looking at my libraries?
Because I just do.
What about you, Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
I do have some board games, but not a lot. Like you, I'm starting to. I'm
He
starting.
collects losses and darts.
Oh,
Yeah,
L's.
I'm starting to. But my biggest thing that I collect is the vinyls, records.
Okay.
I love.
Do you have a vinyl? Do you have a breaker player?
I do.
Okay.
But that is one thing. Now, lately, after having kids and stuff, I can't really buy stuff to collect anymore. But
What about as a kid though? Did you have anything that you used to collect as a kid but you don't collect anymore?
Yeah, obviously Pokemon cards, right?
I used to collect rocks, like interesting rocks.
That explains a lot.
yeah,
You are a Neanderthal.
yeah, it does.
That and Hot Wheels. I used to collect a lot of Hot Wheels.
Like my dad
Wrestling
collects
toys, I guess.
My dad collects quarters. He always says when the new year comes out, hey, if you see a 2024, let me know. Give it to me.
Well, now you should be looking for $2 bills because there's a run on some $2,000 bills that are worth $1,500.
Yeah. Which I tagged my mom in that article, or someone did. I think you did or something. But she needs to look at those.
Some guy just came to
probably
where I
sold.
work and gave us $500 worth of $2 bills. I was like, you sure you want to do that? You should just look through these before you can give them to us. Because
Right.
he's like, why? I'm like, some of them are worth a lot of money right now.
Yeah. So we need to look at that. My girlfriend, she used to collect like American Girl dolls, Barbies.
That's not collecting. I thought I dropped a lot of money on magic cards, but American Girl dolls is a fucking expensive collecting thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she has many. I think she has more Barbies than she does that. But she has like 2 boxes of Barbies. Something like that. So I don't know. I like collecting stuff. If I had a place to display them, I'd collect more things. Beer memorabilia, Notre Dame memorabilia.
You collect darts.
Not
Not really.
Not like Matt.
Yeah, Matt collects darts. I have 3 sets that I only use one. I only have 3 sets. But yeah, cool. Collecting's fun. That was odd news of the week.
Woo!
What do you guys think of this beer?
Wait, Funko Pops too, of course.
I would collect those if I had a place to show them off.
Yeah.
Shouts out Tasty Peach on don't know where you are, but Mishawaka. They're kind of
Lincoln Way.
Lincoln Way. They have mystery boxes right now. You got $10 ones, you got $50 ones, you got $100 ones. You get 30% off because the whole store is 30% off right now. And so basically the $100 one is 70, the 50 is 35, and then the 10 is what?
And
whatever.
BuyMeToys.com also has a bunch of pops too. So.
But you don't know what the fuck's gonna be in it because like I'm really curious on what that 100 one has because they have like actual statue, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And they put some of those in those boxes, and those can be over $100.
That's definitely true,
And
especially
I'm
with
like,
the
oh,
way they price stuff.
Yes, and I saw a couple Chainsaw Men ones. I was like, ooh, I want to try. So I got a couple.
So he's just giving you an idea for a Christmas gift there, just so you know.
No, I already
a
gave
mystery
him an
box.
idea.
A new brother.
It would be my nephew.
No, mom would have to have a kid.
I know, but she's not going to.
No, just you get changed. Okay, as I was drinking this, it got a little bit better, but it's not spectacular in any way. This beer is slightly blueberry. It's a light body. I think my score would go up if it was hot and summery out. Like I hope this is brewed all year round so that we can enjoy it in the summertime, but maybe not. I don't know. But I'm going to grade it right now from how I'm tasting it. I'm going to give it a 3.25. It's better than average, but it's not great. It's firmly in the good.
I'm not a big blueberry guy, but like I feel like if you were, you'd probably like this if you just looking for a light-bodied, pint. This is definitely a go-to for you. I think a lot more people would enjoy this. Blueberry is a pretty popular flavor. As for me though, not really feeling it. I give it a 2.75. It is a little light. The smell was terrible. I don't know what the fuck that was at the first. It's not there anymore. Maybe it's just used to it. The can, the colors, the description, really cool. I actually like. It's plain but clean, and the colors.
The can art's nice for like plain can art.
Yeah, it's
The can
nice.
is what drew me to it. Like I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be pretty tasty."
Yeah.
And I guess what I was really expecting was blueberry cream ale, but I was thinking like a blueberry cream pie or some shit. I don't know why.
Like I said, if you're looking for a beer that just has like a blueberry taste to it,
Very slight.
I think a lot of people will enjoy this. If you're a listener out there that drinks beers.
And it's our first Sheboygan Brewing Company beer. So.
Yeah, so maybe
That's just not for me.
Maybe they have better ones, but we'll have to try one that's not a cream ale.
What about you?
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 2.75. I really am not into this one. It tastes.
That's what I gave it.
It's barely there. I don't know, man. I don't really care for cream ales anyway, so this is not gonna be one on the.
I feel like it'd be better if I knew how it tastes before I got into it.
What about you? Do you guys agree that it might be better if it was hot out?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if that would change anything, but I'm saying like, I guess I expected more blueberry flavor.
That's what I mean.
But
I was expecting
if someone
like a blueberry
catered
pie
this
or
to me and
something.
says, "Hey, it's got like a slight blueberry hint to it, but it tastes like a beer cream ale," I think I would have enjoyed it more. But I had high expectations. I think that's why it's not good.
I think it was, if anything, to me, I got very blueberry. I feel like I didn't get a lot of cream.
Yeah. I didn't either. All right, that's
So
it.
it's last call, guys. I guess the blueberry cream ale is probably not going to be your last call.
No.
So what's the last call today?
You know what though? If it was creamier, I would say it would probably be fucking fire.
Creamier and
Blueberry
a little bit more blueberry.
cream without the pie, if that's what you're really going for. Blueberry. Add a little bit more blueberry. Add a little bit more cream. Take the ale down a little bit. There you go.
Okay.
I think it'd be really good. But yeah, last call for me, I would have to do. Man, what do we have today? Because
Tough one.
I know, because I didn't really care for all of them. I would have to say, right now we're going last call. It's winter. I'm going with the Belgian.
Okay, the first one,
Surprise.
Yeah.
Taxman from Taxman.
Bruce.
I'm actually going the same way because I'm only the one that was the best one for me, but it also had the highest alcohol content, and sometimes I like having that heavy hitter at the end, so I'm getting more bang for my buck as I'm leaving the bar. So that's what I would go with.
You said the second one?
No, the first one, same as you.
I'm going to go with the Upland Sour because I did not enjoy the other ones. The Taxman was okay. He was good, like it was an average one, but the sour is kind of like, I think I really enjoyed it over those.
Good.
All right, just want to give a shout out to our premium sponsors. The great one, Victor Cummings,
Sylvia
Snyderman, Matt,
Town.
Sylvia Town, and Snyderman, Matt Snyder.
Thank you for giving us $5, supporting the show. We really appreciate it.
Time for the shouts out to top 15 cities downloaded on our last episode.
Chicago, Illinois, South Bend, Indiana, Detroit, Michigan, Atlanta, Georgia, Miami, Florida, Mishawaka, Indiana, Ocean City, New Jersey, Los Angeles, California, Indianapolis, Indiana, Knox, Indiana, St. Petersburg, Florida, Clemens, North Carolina, Rocky River, Ohio, Bayonne, New Jersey, Elmhurst, Illinois, Weedsport, New York, Frankfurt, Maine, Hesse, Germany, Charlotte, North Carolina, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, Avon Lake, Ohio, Austin, Texas, Raleigh, North Carolina, Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, New York, Jacksonville, Florida, Granger, Indiana, Troy, Ohio, Rockford, Michigan, Salina, Ohio, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Denver, Colorado, Washington, District of Columbia, D.C., Fort Worth, Texas, Baltimore, Maryland, Salford, some country, I'm going to say England, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Denton, Texas. We definitely had some new downloads on this last episode.
Well, I am in that podcast group.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
What?
I think he's just trying to take credit for some shit.
I
That-
am. Thank
that
you.
was, hey, you're doing
Couldn't
a
have
great
been
job,
like,
social media boy.
heavy in the heart helping us out here.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about them last week.
That was
Oh, you forgot them already? Jesus fuck.
that was the top 15 cities downloaded on our last episode. Now time for socials, Honer.
I am Hunter Creations on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. I am. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that's it. No.
X.
On X, I am PETOWNE. Go ahead and follow me. If you're talking to us, you're talking to me on the social media guy for Drunken Buds.
Bruce.
I'm Beer Bandit Bruce on Twitter and Bruce the Beer Bandit on everything else, including Untapped. And you can follow the show on all those social medias. And we have great merch on teespring.com/drunkenbuds. We do have a Christmas ugly sweater on there. It's pretty fab. And how about you, Braze?
Freestyle beat, drip, free type beat, 2023, GG Beats on YouTube.
GTA Vice City.
Hey, yeah, GTA, gonna drop 25, gonna drop 25. Hookers in the street, gonna kill them in the street.
South Beach,
Gonna collect
South
all that money.
Beach.
It ain't funny, honey. Gonna take up all that cash. Gonna go to the club. Gonna take it out and take my mans out. What?
Wasted.
I met my friends and I'm taking them. Yeah.
Wasted.
I'm sweating all my glands cause I'm dancing and I'm prancing and I'm killing it with all this shit that I am saying. And
3 stars.
I'm in GTA 6. What's up, bitch? Hey.
It's gonna get him. Piggy's gonna get him.
Stay sexy, every motherfuckers.